So LeBron James is talking about he wants to be a free agent and he doesn't want to go back to the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what he told the Los Angeles Lakers. That was breaking news several days ago, and it's been a top story. Now, where he goes, that's the big question. LeBron James has been said to be in rumors of going to the Golden State Warriors, a team up with Anthony Davis and him joining Draymond and Steph Curry, not to mention Coach Steve Kerr. Think that's an excellent fit. I get the connection with Draymond Green and their friendship, and they say Draymond is willing to take a pay cut. And we saw in the Olympics, and I knew before the Olympics, that Steph Curry and LeBron James would blend very well on the court. Their games mesh. LeBron likes to control the pace of the game. He likes to have the ball in his hands and make decisions that are winning plays for an offense and winning plays on the defensive end. And that control of the team has him being ball dominant a lot of times. But Steph Curry can play well off ball. He's very versatile on the ball or off the ball. And he does that a lot with Draymond Green. So it'd be more of an adjustment for Draymond than Steph. And I think Steph would flourish with a LeBron James with him because he'd get a lot of good looks from LeBron James's high IQ to set him up for good winning plays. There's also the Cleveland Cavaliers. Going back home is a big reason why people think that's a possibility. Plus the fact that they've got Donovan Mitchell. They've got James Harden. Spectacular backcourt over there in Cleveland as well. And we've also heard the San Antonio Spurs. We've heard things about the Dallas Mavericks and the Kyrie Irving connection. There's been a few teams floated out there, even the Washington Wizards, if Anthony Davis stays there because of their connection and what he could do to help support that team that seems to be trying to be on the come up. Me personally, I think that LeBron James, his list of teams, if I'm going to give you a top 4, I think Cleveland would be number 4. Only because I don't think he's leaving to go to the West, go away from the West Coast to go back home to Cleveland. I just don't see the reason behind that. I also think him and James Harden could clash a little bit, just like him and Luka can clash a little bit. That was a concern. I think one of LeBron James's big things that he probably wants to do to finish his career is to have the ball in his hands like he's had his whole career and be able to make big plays and big decisions and be a true leader out there. And anybody in the NBA obviously could use his basketball IQ and his experience. It would better any team, his leadership as well. But a team like Washington could really use it, and a guy like AJ, who was just drafted number 1, could learn something from LeBron. But again, I don't think LeBron is going from the West Coast that far over to the East Coast, to Cleveland, Washington. So let's stay in the West Coast. San Antonio, they're younger. I think he would want to play with veterans, me personally. So I think that really leaves for me the Dallas Mavericks with the Kyrie Irving connection could be a slim possibility, but I think that would be 3 for me, just above Cleveland. I think the top 2 choices, Golden State being number 1, because he has said how he would like to play with Steph Curry, or if there was a player he hasn't played with that he would like to play with, he's on record saying Steph Curry would be that person. And I think they fit well together, and everything about that situation. It's close to LA, so he doesn't have to go far, and his family can stay put where they are. He can still pursue his ventures without having to, catch flights back and forth across country. But another sleeper is the Houston Rockets. I think him and Kevin Durant's games mesh very well, just like him and Steph Curry's. They have a veteran team mixed with some young guys. They got a coach that's well respected that I think LeBron would respect in Ime Udoka. And they brought in Marcus Smart, who's a guy that's going to be a great defender at the point guard position for them. They have Van Fleet coming back, who's a point guard that can set the offense up but can play off ball and score. These are things that LeBron has had in his career at other points in time. They got they got wings that can guard, so he doesn't have to be the main defender. And him and Kevin Durant, they have a connection. So I think those are the top 2 teams. I would lean towards Golden State as number 1, Houston as number 2 But let's see what happens. LeBron can go wherever he wants. And I think in the end, he's going to base it on a team that's the best contender for a title, whether he plays 1 or 2 more years. All right, that's all the time I got. It's time to subscribe now. Y'all know who it is and who you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Y'all know where to find me. YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok.